I have a question that I hope you have an answer for.
Okay.
When it comes to chain, what is a sign that this chain, because to the naked eye, if it's been stretched, very, very, very few humans would be able to tell a piece of chain is stretched.
Right.
So if I'm looking for a piece of chain that I want to see if it's good, bad, or indifferent, if I should remove it from the chuck and replace it, I can't tell if it's stretched. Nobody can. I know there's devices that can measure the stretch on a chain, but as your average operator that's the daily use, what is he looking for in a chain that would tell you that it might need to be tested on it to be stretched or overstressed?
Sure. Great question. And let me address that first from the standpoint of assuming that this is not going to be used in a transport tie-down sling. Because a chain is one of the most common pieces of rigging, or the types of rigging that we use in our industry.
Yes, sir.
And why do we use chain? I always ask that question. Why do we choose chain first? Well, it's because what we've always used. So we tend to grab the chain when we're intending to hook to something because it's what we've always done. So that lends itself to the question is chain the right tool? And I'm saying this because we often use chain in a manner in which it wasn't designed to be used. When we wrap a chain around an object, we have to be very aware of the environment we're placing the chain in. If the bend is too tight or the edge is too sharp, we can damage this chain. So the first thing I'm looking for in chain to see if it's usable or if it's been worn beyond repair is going to be a damaged link.
Okay.
We can bend a link versus stretch a link far sooner. So when we bend a chain around a 90-degree edge, we will damage this chain link at half of its ultimate load. So 50% of its total strength is what it takes to bend it. Now, I'm not advocating loading a chain greater than its posted working load limit, but we know that damage occurs to a chain link at a 90-degree edge twice as fast as it does if it's being pulled straight in line. So instead of looking for stretched links, I'm not saying that we should never use stretched links as an inspection criteria, but in our industry, chain is much more likely to be damaged after passing over a 90-degree edge than it is when being pulled in line up to its working load limit. So damaged links, bent links, that's the most common sign of fatigue in a chain that we'll ever see. Now, stretching chain, grade 70 chain can stretch up to 15% of its total length or its original length before it fails. Grade 80 and grade 100 has to stretch a minimum of 20% at failure to be considered quality chain or alloy chain. So when a chain stretches, it's designed to stretch and come back to its normal shape when it's being used within its working load limit. We call that ductility. That is a feature built into quality alloy chain. But as that force is increased above its working load limit, it will stretch before it fails. So elongated links, when we see a chain link that is stretched, it's an obvious indicator that that chain has been used above its working load limit and warrants being taken out of service.
That is awesome information. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I can't wait to pass this on to the other operators out there because it is information that the industry needs. I came up in this industry almost 27 years ago. That is absolute new information to me.
Okay.
So thank you.
Good. You're very welcome.
So let's do this.